Hi everyone, it's René Ahmad, your favorite real estate agent, and I'm here with TD Mortgage Advisor, Satish Sokul. TD, go ahead and introduce yourself, Satish.
Hello everyone, Satish Sokul here, TD Mortgage Specialist. Happy to be with you guys today.
Fantastic. And what I wanted to talk about today, the reason why this video is so timely is the hottest topic out there in the real estate world. It's actually not real estate. It's interest rates. It's interest rates. So since we've been hearing so much about interest rates and what is the impact this has on the homeowner, on the buyer, on investors, I thought there's so many people who could benefit from hearing from a mortgage specialist like Satish. And at the bottom of this email, you'll actually see Satish's contact information. So I would definitely recommend him. He's helped a lot of my clients, my close past clients, several times. They've been very happy with his service. And he's been doing it for how long now, Satish?
Too long to mention, my friend.
Too long to mention. Aren't those the guys you want to work with?
I don't want to age myself here. So.
He doesn't want. He had a full head of hair when we started.
And it migrated to my face after.
There you go. So Satish, those are the type of professionals that I like to recommend to my clients, because why? You get good service, you get good advice, which can help you and help your bottom line. So having said all of that, Satish, I wanted to ask you, the news, the media is all talking about interest rates. What are maybe the 2 or 3 things these clients, these investors, these homeowners should know about? What are the most important things?
So it's a great question, René. And let's start off with where rates are and where they're going.
Okay.
So right now, you could probably get a solid fixed rate in the high 4s to low 5s. Okay. That's about 4 times higher, 3 or 4 times higher than it was 2 years ago.
Wow. So
why is interest rates so important? Well, number one, for everyone out there, obviously, that's the interest that you'll be paying on your mortgage, right? But also, it also hurts you in terms of how much you can afford. The higher the rates, the less you can afford on a mortgage. The lower the rates, the more you can afford on a mortgage. Simple math.
Simple math, yeah.
So, what you can afford today is so much more less than what we were affording a year, 2 years, 3 years ago.
True.
So that's why there's so much pressure and so much talk about interest rates. So where interest rates are right now, René, is we're looking at a situation where inflation is still relatively high to where the Bank of Canada wants it to be.
Okay.
So that's why we're consistently seeing those interest rates climbing up.
They keep climbing and climbing and climbing to
Yes.
try to keep inflation down. And where do you see it going?
So our professional economists are all saying that in the next end of this year, beginning of next year, we should start to see rates declining. However,
okay.
Now, as we were discussing,
yeah,
I'm not so keen. I think that's a little bit aggressive because 2 reasons. Number one, we just saw the U.S. raise their interest rates 25 points just a week ago.
Right.
The U.S. economy ticks. The heartbeat is the Canadian economy. So
True.
You know what? Whatever they do, we feel it also. Okay.
Right.
The second thing is, unemployment in Canada is still relatively very low.
That's what you were saying. It's
true.
That's
So with
true.
low unemployment,
people have jobs.
People have jobs. So with low unemployment, what will happen is people have disposable income. That income goes into the economy. Inflation remains high. So
True.
All of that being said, rates will be coming down. Don't worry, guys. But one key important thing here to remember. Okay, listen very carefully.
Okay. Everyone take notes.
As rates come down, what's going to happen to housing prices most likely? That's it, René. They're going to go up, right? Because more people could afford more house now, right? So prices are going to go up. So if you are a qualified borrower, and if you need to know if you can qualify or not, I'm more than happy to help you.
There you go.
If you are a qualified borrower, this is the time to get into the market. And along the same point, one just key side note, René, for your group here.
Sure.
Really important. People always ask me, do I need to go in firm or do I need a condition? Well,
good question.
The only thing is, right now, some of the appraisals are coming in low. And the reason appraisals are coming in low is because appraisals today are based on comparables. So what has recently sold? So the properties that have recently sold may have a lower price point than what you were expecting.
Right.
So if those are the properties that appraisers are looking at as comparable to yours that you're buying, you know what? Your appraisal might come in low, and therefore the bank always gives the property a mortgage rather based on the lower of your purchase price and appraised value.
Okay.
So be careful. That's why you need a good agent who knows the market, like my friend here,
You
René.
got him. You got
it
him
right here.
Hey,
who
shameless
knows the
plug.
market? Absolutely. Who knows the market and who can guide you the right way to know whether or not this property is a good property and this is fair market value.
That's a great point, Satish. And you and I were just joking that Satish and I have been in the business. We've seen several. This isn't the first downturn. We've been through the market in 2008. We've seen ups and downs in the market. It's a cyclical business.
It is.
That's what it is. And you need to be working with professionals who've worked in all different markets, not just, the past 2 years, which has gone straight up. So that's where Satish and I come in. So Satish, thank you so much for today.
My pleasure.
Any advice in the short term? This video is being shot in the spring 2023 market, but any short-term advice for people right now when they're thinking, what are rates going to do? And it looks like, from what I'm hearing, is more or less staying the same, but what should people be looking out for?
Well, to answer that question, it really depends on each individual circumstance.
True.
Right? Everyone's situation is different. And like we were talking about, we cannot use a cookie cutter solution to give answers like that, because what will happen is what's good for me may not be good for you. Right?
That's true.
So, I mean, there's a lot that you could do right now, but it really depends on what your current situation is financially. And, one thing that we don't ever talk about, what are your goals?
Right.
Like, what are you trying to do? Is your home part of your retirement plan?
You mentioned
right?
that. Yeah.
Is it not part of your retirement plan? Like, these are things we have to talk about in order to understand your next step. So, I'd love to give a better answer than that.
That's okay, Satish.
Really
that's the
depends.
real talk.
Yeah,
that's real talk.
Real talk is it really depends on your situation, and I'd be more than happy to review anyone's situation.
That's awesome. So there you have it. So Satish is a mobile mortgage rep. So whether you are with TD or you're not, that doesn't matter. He can still meet you. He can still help you. He can still give you great mortgage products with great rates and great, pretty much great advice, which can save you, in our case, hundreds of thousands of dollars. So if you're looking to deal with a professional or get a second opinion from the professional you've been dealing with, investors, buyers, homeowners, reach out. Reach out to Satish. Have a free consultation over the phone and in a sit down at any location, TD branch that's near you. Okay, he's more than happy to come out and meet with you.
Absolutely.
Right, Satish, and talk about your plans. Fantastic. So René and Satish, all his contact information is below. Don't hesitate to reach out, and don't hesitate to reach out to me as always for your real estate needs. Go out and make it a great day.